Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, what do I always say? Don't date nurses and don't date HR chicks, right? Guys, don't date single moms either. But guys, hey, most nurses and HR chicks are single moms anyways. So guys, we all know if you guys have worked in a place where there's HR, all these chicks are always at each other's throats.
Ellie, I'm gonna kill you, you fucking whore!
And nurses too, dude. Here you are trying to get a friggin', your temperature taken or your blood drawn, and it's
I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch!
So guys, here we have a chick who's gonna straight up say there's a mean girls to HR, and I think she says nurses, but definitely HR pipeline, right? There's a pipeline of mean girls to HR. You know what I'm saying? So guys, we'll get into this. But before we do, like, subscribe, drop a comment, guys. Check out my second channel, my locals, join the Discord, the playlist at the end, guys. The raise card is out, and let's get into this.
The pipeline from mean girl to nurse,
There you go.
HR, call center managers,
Look at that.
restaurant managers, fucking women empowerment speakers, baby, it needs to be talked about. So let's talk about it. Now, I want to be clear. Multiple things can exist at one time. I don't believe these things just apply to women. And I don't believe every woman in these positions are mean girls. But if the shoe fits, you know what to do. Now, there are three elements, I believe, that are involved with this pipeline from mean girl to going into positions that require them to be nice fucking people, right? And the first element is insecurity. It is. One of my favorite books, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success.
What?
It talks about how a lot of people go through life referring to objects. You don't take the position because it's who you really are. You do it for the objects that come along with it. I didn't become a nurse because I just want to help people. I did it for the salary. I didn't move to a certain place because I felt called to do that. I did that because it's the party city, or I refer to the objects that come with whatever I'm doing before I do it. And then you have people who refer to themselves. They do things based off of who they are, especially pertaining to like their careers or their partner or just how they operate through life. They do not refer to objects.
So in other words, the second group is us men. And the first group she talked about are women, right? Men do stuff the second way, right? We don't define ourselves by, moving to a place for a party, a city. We do things to help ourselves and other people.
I'm a nurse because I feel called to help people. I'm a rapper because I'm a poet. I love to write. I love to use my gifts for good. When you live your life chasing external objects, you start lacking in other areas. And somebody
Just like a woman.
ever said to you they can hate on you even though they have more than you? That's very true. Because the things that make you a force to be reckoned with are not things you can buy. You can't buy energy at a boutique. You can't buy sex appeal. You can't buy charisma. You can't buy those things. And you can't learn about self-love at a fucking institution, at a school. Those things have to come from within. And that's why a lot of these women, a lot of times, they feel the need to humble other women. Like Morgan, she said, bitch, you work at Circle K, so you can't have an opinion. It was almost as though she was triggered. Like, how dare you have the audacity to be bold and give your opinion? How dare you be so confident? You don't got a degree. You don't got a BBL. You don't got a Birkin. They're triggered by women who can feel just as confident as them, even though they have less. Y'all remember on TikTok when they had luxury black girl TikTok? And then the girls started the regular black girl TikTok. You hoes were so mad. Like, y'all were trying to bash, tell fleazies and telling girls they was broke and that's not luxury.
There you go, guys, right there. A woman's number one worst enemy is another woman. And guys, there's so many of these B-dub, millennial chick buzzwords. I hope you guys can keep up. I mean, guys, look, she has these stupid nails, right? Drawn on eyebrows. You know what I mean? But guys, she's right. Anytime any woman makes anything about anything, another group of woman's gonna hate on her. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of women, again, they chase these external things to feel validated. So if your whole personality is based on objects, okay, the second people stop seeing value in those objects, you don't fucking exist. If your whole identity is based on having things others can't afford, when they stop even wanting to buy them things, you don't feel validated. Y'all be triggered and insecure.
Now, guys, she's acting like she's dropping some type of, like, you know, deep philosophical knowledge here, guys. Right? But, guys, all this is this materialism that runs rampant in Western women. Guys, this is the ultimate goal of feminism. Is to make chicks not value family, not prioritize children, not prioritize all the higher things, right? It's all about Birkins and spending money you don't have, getting degrees that are stupid, right? Ending up miserable.
Another element, of course, is the patriarchy.
Ah,
I feel like
there it is, guys. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. We all knew that was coming. Because they always have to blame us men, don't they, guys? Don't they?
In these positions of authority or management, a lot of times it's like y'all purposely use y'all power to give other women a hard time because the patriarchy tells us it's not enough room for all of us, even though there is. And the last element is trauma. Yes, a lot of times when I see women who treat other women like competition, it's because that's how their mother treated them. So you go through life with almost a tainted idea of women. A lot of people think that pick-me's is from not having a father figure, but a lot of the pick-me's you see, them bitches who will fuck your man, them bitches who will do anything for some peen, a lot of times there's a mother wound there.
Now, guys, I'm gonna pump the brakes. Because out of everything this knuckleheaded 304 said, this is what she said that actually made some sense. She said the whole trauma thing, and I was like, uh-oh, here's she gonna talk about, oh my God, we just all have trauma. Because these chicks are reflections of their moms. You know what I'm saying? You know, they were born from 8 shit moms, right? That had bastard kids. And then their moms treated them like absolute trash. And then they get knocked up by Nug Nug.
You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
You know what I'm saying? Right? And this is why 2 parents is the best way to raise kids. You know what I'm saying?
So they feel more comfortable around men because they see women as a threat because that's how they were treated. And even if you don't have that type of wound, I feel like if you are constantly being met with these type of occurrences with other women, it's easy to become these same women. And I think a lot of women do that. They become the same mean girls that bully them. They've let their trauma turn them into these same people. And that's not what you're supposed to do. Your trauma is supposed to turn you into the person you needed, right? That's how the real baddie.
There you go, guys. Men get better with hardship and trauma. Women don't. Right? Men get stronger from trauma, and women get scars all over them. You know what I mean?
Whole brand even started because growing up, especially as a conventionally attractive woman, some of the
her conventionally attractive.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
So she certainly does think highly of herself, right? I would give her maybe a 5.5, maybe a 6. These nails, this weave. Come on, dude. Like, come on. She's average looking.
Biggest hurdles in my life were at the hands of other women. It was. As the only girl of 3 boys growing up and growing up with a mother who nurtured my spirit, when I went out into the world, I looked to other women for companionship, for sisterhood, because I didn't have sisters growing up. But a lot of times I was met with very nasty energy. And I'm not gonna lie, in high school, it turned me into a bitch. I was a bitch, but I had to be, because every time I tried to, look to these girls for sister, they were judging me based off external objects. They couldn't get past my hair or my purse or how I dress. So they judged my exterior and never got to know who I was. And I'm grateful that I didn't let those experiences turn me into these same type of women, into a mean girl. It turned me into the girl I needed in those times.
Guys, do you honestly think this chick is nice? Right? That she's a nice, feminine chick? Right? Or do you think that she's one of those where she might seem somewhat nice, and then the moment anything goes sideways,
I hope you die, bitch! I hope you die of AIDS, ho!
A sister, a companion, a friend. A lot of women let their bad experiences with other women turn them into those same women. It's like, why can't you see yourself in me? I can't tell you how many times there were women who could have made my life a lot easier, but I feel like intentionally made things harder for me because they're
women.
Me as the girl in high school who was bullying them, or their mama, or whatever. They just projected their lack and their insecurity and their trauma onto me instead of being the person they needed in those times. A lot of you hoes need to heal. Or you can get beat up too. I mean, that's always an option.
I told you guys. I told you guys. I told you. All of them try and sound nice, and then that hood comes out of them, guys. That hood comes out of them. That hood comes out.
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Guys, this chick's basically asking 304 to not 304. Never gonna happen. These chicks hate each other, right? They bang each other's boyfriends.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
You know what I'm saying? And then blame us men. And guys, she has 429 comments. It's mean girls everywhere. As someone says, the craziest part is scripters and 304s be the nicest people you'll ever meet. Yeah, right.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Someone says, yeah, all HR chicks are mean. Someone says principals and school admins. Someone says flight attendants need to be added. Teachers too. Yeah, guys, I hadn't thought about the female empowerment chicks. Those chicks are the worst. Guys, I'm gonna start a whole series on those knuckleheads too. So, all right, you guys. Or hashtags. Hashtag mean girls. Hashtag healing. Hashtag mother wound. Hashtag real baddie. Hashtag real baddie series. Hashtag therapy, please. All right, you guys. It's AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.